everyone. So, I was reading this, the life story of Walt Disney. You know Walt Disney? I guess everyone knows Walt Disney, right? So, the most creative artist of the 20th century. Would you believe it if I tell you the irony is that he was thrown or fired of his job? He was working in the newspaper and he was fired from there. And do you know the reason? Because he lacked creativity. I mean, really? So what he did was from there he somehow started a company named Lafogram and managed to raise some $15,000 and started that company. But that company also closed down because the most important distributor of this company failed, and so the company also had to close down. So gone. He was desperate, he wanted money, he had no money, so somehow he managed to reach Hollywood, and after lots of criticism, he finally came up with few classic movies and which made him the most famous creative artist. You know what? The enemy of success is not failure. In fact, it is the inability to get up after that failure which is actually our enemy. So, please try to understand and differentiate between the two. The enemy is not failure. Now, let us understand what does the term success mean. Ma'am, I mean, I know what is success. You don't have to tell us. Anyone who earns lots of money is success. Please understand. Success is different for every person. Every person has his own perceptive way of defining. For some, having lots of money is definitely success, whereas for someone else, having a dream job is success, whereas for some other person, being a housewife is being successful. Success is a relative term. It is one's own perception of how they want to define success. What is success to you may not be success to the other person. So please don't compare your success or someone else's success. You may see, this person has nothing and he's so successful and he thinks he's successful. Please, it's his own way of defining his success. So, to be successful, there are 4 things that I need. I need these 4 things in my life. I mean, whatever I want to be. 4 things. These 4 things should be there in my life for me to be successful. So, what are these 4 things? Let us take a look at these 4 things. If these 4 things are there, we will definitely be successful. And it's you have to be patient. It's not a one day thing. Once I have uploaded a video. The story to success is never short. So there is no shortcut to success. You have to work it. It's a process which takes over a period of time. It is just your dedication towards that success which will actually get you or make you realize how fast you're going to get it. So what are the 4 things that I need? Think, speak, write, and work. So what are these 4 things? Let's talk about what does think into existence. What is this think into existence? Remember, if you cannot think it, you cannot make it. Your goals should be clear. You should have a vision which you know you have to attain. If you don't have that goal, if you don't have that vision, you cannot have anything. Remember, your thinking is the beginning for everything. You will think it into existence, you will have it into existence. So the first thing is you need to sow the seeds, the thoughts that are the seeds for the success. You need to know what will make you successful or what you want in your life to be a success. So the first thing is you need to think about it. Only when you think, then you get it. So the first thing is first you go and think about it. Now, once the seed is ready, once it is done, it is ready, comes the next step, and that is to shape it. I need to shape my goals. However strong our thoughts are, however we are dedicated to it, it is not fulfilled unless we speak about them. So the next step is to speak. Now when I say speak doesn't mean that you will, everyone you meet, you'll say, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to achieve this in my life. No, that is not speaking, please. It will happen that you will only speak, nothing will happen. Speaking means speak about it to your own self. Keep talking about it to your own self. When you give something to the universe, constantly universe will give it Yes, I'm quoting The Secret. Yes, absolutely. So if you keep speaking about it, the vibes next to you, the universe near next to you, it keeps, that it's given, it goes to that universe, and universe will give that back to you. If you've observed, if you keep speaking about something often, often you're just talking about the same thing regularly, you keep talking about it, it is sure to happen. Similarly, you have to speak. Once you speak about it on a regular basis, it is sure to happen. So speak it into existence. Now comes the next part, write it into existence. I mean, there are some people for whom it is okay, but for me, even if I'm reading a storybook, at times I need a pen. I'm like so bad with it that without a pen I cannot work. So I need to write it down. Write down whatever your goals are. See, human thoughts are very momentary. In fact, at times I think about something is going on in my head, and I just phrase a line, and it is just so perfect. And the next time, after 5 minutes, I'm like, I want to recap it. That line never comes back to me. Whenever you get a path to your vision, whenever you get a path to your vision, immediately write it down, because that stays just for a momentary, it's just a momentary thought. It just stays with us for a few seconds or maybe a few minutes. So whenever you get a path to that goal, write it down, pen it down, so that whenever you want to look into it, it will just be there for you. Another thing is, whenever you keep writing it again and again, it just reaffirms that, okay, this is my goal, this is what I want to be. So it makes you stay focused. So when you write it down, it just reaffirms that this is my goal, and it just keeps you even more focused. Remember, my brain it has a limited space, right? You people use an external hard disk. So similarly, my brain has a limited space. Memory is very limited. Space to restore that memory is very limited. I need an external hard disk to to remember those thoughts, and my pen and my paper is that external hard disk. So write it into existence. And this is the most important part. Unless you work on it, nothing will happen. So you've got to work it. You have to work on whatever you have planned, whatever you have decided that this is what you want. You just have to work on it. Remember, unless you start working, nothing is going to happen. So pack your bags, get ready, and start working on your goal. It is just around the corner. So all the best and stay motivated. Thank you so much.